The Evergreen Media Network Studio, powered by Scott Tree Services.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Goetz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Goetz, your host, and we're talking about the Olympics. You guys, it is in Paris, and I want to be there so bad. I've always wanted to go to Paris, but now we have the Olympics there. Like, really? So, Cindy, you ready to go? Like, let's just do it.
I didn't even realize they were going to be. We could have done it.
Oh, that would have been so freaking cool. So freaking cool. So we're talking about the 33rd Summer Olympic Games in Paris, France, right now, July 26th through August 11. You guys, over 10,000 athletes will compete. As you know, the Olympics is every 4 years. Last time was Tokyo. Now it's, in Paris. And so excited. So you guys, I've got 10 super fun things you need to know about the Paris Olympics 2024. And Cindy, one super fun fact happens to be about the Eiffel Tower. So if you've heard about it, don't leak it out yet.
I don't know it.
But it's going to be a fun fact. So stay tuned. We're talking about something really interesting that has to do with the Eiffel Tower and the Olympics. So let's get started. As you know, Paris is the main host city. However, Olympic events will also be held, Cindy, I think you know this, in 16 other cities across France. So the main host is Paris, but there will be 16 other cities that will have part of that Summer Olympics.
I did not know that. I did not know that. I knew the surfing, not to get off tangent, was in a different place completely.
And so thank you for bringing that up.
Yes.
So the surfing competition will be the most unique, which you've already looked up. The surfing venue is in the South Pacific on the French Polynesian island of Tahiti.
Yep.
Now, why this is so significant, Cindy, as you know, the surfing games are over 9,000 miles away from Paris, the host city, and will break the record for the furthest competition staged outside of a host Olympic city.
Oh, didn't know that. I did not know that. I want to watch it.
So you were telling me off air that we have a special connection to the surfing in Tahiti for the Summer Games in Paris. Tell us about that.
So I can't remember her first name. I want to say it's Chelsea, but I'm not sure. The last name is Marks, Marks.
Okay.
She literally comes from Melbourne Beach, Florida.
Yay!
So
Right up the street from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yay! Yeah.
Right up the street. Love it.
And she got I'm reading one of the stories about it. She got was number one in the world for a while. So really
That's
unbelievable
impressive.
surfer.
Absolutely.
Totally. And being a woman, which we haven't been in that kind of sport for many years, as guys have done it. And was at Sebastian Inlet that she got some of the titles and stuff surfing at Sebastian Inlet. So I think it's totally cool. She's out of California now. I want to say San Clemente, California. So, bravo to her, but she's a home girl here.
So if you're not familiar, because this is a worldwide show, if you're not familiar with Vero Beach, it is East Coast and about mid-Florida, if you will, the state of Florida, midpoint. And Sebastian, which you just mentioned, is literally the town north of us. And then Melbourne is just north of Sebastian. So we're all neighbors. So that's really cool.
Isn't it? I'm going to root for her. Condé Nast Traveler did a really nice story about some of the backdrop of it being in a town in Tahiti with only 1,500 people.
Wow.
And so two of the things that I read, the people from the town needed to have done like this little bridge they always wanted to be built for years. So now that the Olympics are there, they built the bridge. And there was something else I can't remember. And then one of the backdrops was that it was the observation tower that they were building on the reef that they weren't really cotton into. They thought it was bad for the environment or whatever. So you get all of that stuff going. They compromise, but I'm just really, the wave that they talk about is phenomenal that they're looking to get to surf on.
Wow. They say the waves there are phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
Pretty cool.
yeah, it's so cool. So literally 9,000 miles away from the host city, but it will be held right there in Tahiti. And I agree. Not only do we have a local girl that'll be participating, but it just sounds like a super cool venue.
I want to see it.
And surfing's just fun to watch.
It is.
You know?
I would never, I'd be so scared to do it, but bravo.
Right?
Bravo.
Like I'm like you. Like sometimes I hold my breath when you're watching them in the barrel waves and you're just like, oh my gosh. And you know, they live for that. Like they're just on such a high for that, right?
Yeah.
My nephew was here recently visiting and he loves to body surf and boogie board. And I got tumbled once. I wasn't surfing, but just I happened to get, I don't know, I fell or something. Man, I got tumbled in that wave. I felt like I was in a wash machine and I was like, oh, you know, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
can't
scary. And that's just a tiny little wave, you know? Oh my gosh. Huge respect. So guys, so that is one fun fact is that not only is Paris going to be the host, but of course it's a lot of the competitions are going to be held in 16 other cities. And then of course the furthest 9,000 miles away will be the surfing competition right there in Tahiti. So that'll be fun. And yes, we've got to watch our Marks girl.
Totally.
Do her thing there. So, okay, the second thing, and you mentioned you liked dance, I think on the last show. Is like dance competition? Is that right,
Yeah,
Cindy?
I mean, I used to do modern dance when I was in high school 100 years ago. It was one of our gym things we could do, swimming, dance, volleyball, stuff like that. And I loved modern dance.
Can you show us a move?
No. We did like polkas. We did the reels, you know, stuff that you see like on these, you see on these 1700 shows, you know, from Britain or whatever. And they do all the, I don't know I can't remember the names of them, but this stuff was cool. No, I'm not going to do this.
All right. So listen, the Paris Games will feature you'll appreciate this, a new Olympic sport, and it's called breaking.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what it is?
No.
So you remember break dance?
Yes.
Okay, so it's really break dance, but it's kind of modernized, and now they just call it breaking.
Okay.
So an urban dance style that has its roots in hip hop culture.
Okay.
So the competition will feature two events, one for men and one for women.
Oh, I'll see that.
So yeah, I think that could be. I mean, these guys and girls can do some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Break dancing, or as they call it now, breaking.
Yeah. Mine's like a kindergarten compared to that stuff. You know what I was thinking, just real quick, this is kind of squirrel off topic. What's the hour difference, the time zone difference?
Oh, great question.
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't either.
That's a great question. And you know what? It's not in my notes. So let's we're going to talk about the beginning, maybe in another fun fact. So let's keep going. So let's talk about, honestly, one of my favorite fun facts about the Paris Summer Olympics. Let's talk about the Eiffel Tower. So listen to this.
Yeah.
So the Eiffel Tower will be part of the Olympics. That's probably no surprise because it's so iconic, right?
Yeah.
To Paris. So the iconic Eiffel Tower will be part of the Olympics in more than one way. So we've got two ways here. One, and we're both going to be watching this, the beach volleyball event will be held in a temporary outdoor arena under the tower.
Oh.
So you're going to be literally in this arena with the Eiffel Tower as the backdrop to the volleyball.
You know what? Kudos to them.
Right?
They have really blown this out to their perspective and their slant. I love it.
Exactly. I mean, they're embracing what makes Paris, so special. France, so special. So you're going to be able to watch volleyball, and we'll be able to watch it on this big screen with literally the Eiffel Tower in the back.
That's so cool.
Yes. So
let's find out who did all this.
Whoever planned it. Is pretty special. So the second way, you're going to love this, Cindy. So the second way the Eiffel Tower will be involved in or part of the Olympics, athletes will also carry a piece of the monument of the Eiffel Tower home, as the Olympic medals are made with the original iron from the Eiffel Tower.
Wow.
Okay, so the first thing that went through my head was like, is the Eiffel Tower safe? Did they chip away? Has it been compromised? So I actually looked up, like, how did this process happen? Did they just chip away at it for the Olympics? So actually, in the 20th century, so 1900s, they've been remodeling it. Every few years they've been like remodeling a like the outdoor structure or the restaurant or whatever. So they took metal parts that were from that renovation, and they put it into the medals that the Olympians will get.
Okay. So when they redid it, then they just kept the medal.
Right. Okay. Right. So it wasn't something they took
so
metal.
It's not like this now.
Right. I know. I'm just kind of like, oh, this is interesting. So no, it was pieces from renovation from 1901 to 2000. During that time frame is when I guess, good for them. They kept the medal,
They got a big storage area.
Can you imagine the committee for the Olympics? Hey, what should we do with that pile of metal? Let's make medals out of it. Right? It's brilliant.
Yay.
And then you'll notice that the medals given out for the Summer Olympics in Paris will be hexagon shape, okay? Representing 6 sides of France. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
So now you know, fun fact, that the medals will be made out of the metal from the Eiffel Tower, and then it'll also have 6 sides to it, representing the 6 sides of France.
I wouldn't even know how many sides France had. I'm not trying to sound stupid, but now I do. What's the mascot? Did we decide that?
Oh, not there yet. Okay, so this is something you actually brought up off air, which I would love to be a part of. I just think it's brilliant what they're doing. So for the first time, Cindy, in history, the public can have a first-hand Olympic experience. Okay, I think you know where I'm going with this. Amateur runners, will be allowed to run the same course of the Olympic marathon on the same day as the Olympians. So the event will feature, for the amateurs, 35,000 runners, and they will pass through 9 cities. Now, again, my brain goes, well, wait a minute. There's no way they're running with the marathoners. Can you imagine that? No. They'd be like, get out of my way, like I can see me now and this, whatever. So the public run on this marathon course is going to happen at night.
Okay.
After the marathon or the Olympians have finished their course, the amateur runners can run the course at 9 p.m. that night.
That would be awesome.
Right? So it goes through 9 cities.
That's wow. Wow. 9 cities.
I mean, so they're trying to make it interactive. Paris, France. They're trying to make it, interactive for all the guests that are coming to watch. And I thought, wow, that is brilliant.
I would do that.
Yes. I mean, I just thought that is so cool. All right, so amateur runners, you get to run that, and there's a whole thing on the internet on how to sign up for it. It's pretty wild.
That's crazy. I want to say that I read that they do that the men's run the last day.
Yeah.
The men's marathon is one of the last events, but don't quote me.
Yeah, I don't know the actual, but I do know that they're going to open it up at night, which will be so cool.
That would be,
So, okay, so let's talk about the River Seine.
Yes.
So, okay, the River Seine will host the marathon swimming event and the swimming leg of the triathlon, okay, at the Olympics. So from 1923 until recently, swimming had been banned in the Seine due to water quality issues. And for decades, the river was too toxic for most fish. So Paris organizers have assured the competitors that the water will be clean enough to swim during the Olympics. Now, that's a fun fact, but what I think is even greater is the ceremony in the beginning.
The opening ceremony.
Yes, so tell us about that, Cindy.
Well, I don't really know that much, except they're going to have the countries on each separate boat. To go down the Seine.
So there's a whole
flotilla.
Boat parade
boat parade, flotilla, whatever.
Yes, down the Seine as the intro. It looks like it's going to be phenomenal.
Right.
What a great way again to embrace what you have. Right? They're not in any type of coliseum. They're in the water on boats, with their flags, their heritage, their uniforms. It's going to be a spectacle. It's going to be amazing.
So what's going to be the opening ceremony with the cauldron and like we talked about the torch and all that? Who's going to be the gatekeepers?
Yeah, I didn't.
I want to see that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be glued to my set.
Yeah. Well, definitely the opening and the closing. I don't do too. I like to really because you don't want to miss anything. You know.
I want to see the uniforms and all that stuff that they pick out.
I know. Whatever. I wonder if Ralph Lauren is doing the American. They always tend to do the USA uniforms. So.
I saw Simone Biles. They featured her in one story, and the one that they had was beautiful with glitter and just like vertical stripes. It was just beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of uniforms, so most host cities of Olympics have their mascot. Mm-hmm. So this year, the Paris mascot is a
croissant.
Oh, I think that would be interesting. Might make you hungry. It's the Frige. Okay, the Frige are the official mascots of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. They are based on the traditional small Phrygian hats, a symbol of France.
Yes.
The name and design were chosen as symbols of freedom and to represent figures of the French Republic.
We got to get one of them.
I know. Now, let me describe, if you don't know what a Phrygian hat is, when I looked at the picture of the Olympic mascot, this is how I'm going to describe it to you. These mascots look like giant walking Hershey Kisses wrapped in red foil. No lie. So your Frige hat is red. It's like a triangle, right?
It's a tricorn hat, isn't it?
So their mascots literally have this giant red triangle on. All you see is like knees down. So it literally looks like a giant Hershey Kiss, red.
I need one of those.
And they have like a smiley face on them. And it is kind of cute. Can't lie. And I do like but just so you can have that visual, if you don't know what the French hat looks like, they look like, the mascots look like giant walking red Hershey Kisses.
I'm getting me one of them. And a croissant. That's the reason why I'd be going over there. I want to taste all this Paris goodness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That would be so good.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. You need that marathon on the last day to do that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Another fun fact, the 2024 Games will mark the return of the Olympics to Paris after 100 years. Paris first hosted the Olympics in 1900 and then in 1924.
Okay.
Yeah. So 100 years. Little anniversary. How about that?
I think it works. Let's go late.
Right? So here's another fun fact. Paris 2024 will be the first Olympics in history to achieve numerical gender parity. An equal number of female and male athletes will participate in the largest sporting event in the world. 10,500 athletes are participating. 5,250 are men and 5,250 are women.
Wow, that's excellent.
How about that?
Yeah, I like that. Here, we
little
need
equality.
We need that.
Yeah. All right, so we have a couple more fun facts, but we need to go to a station break. We're going to go find ourselves a Hershey Kiss uniform, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, you! Host your very own show every week at Evergreen Media Network in Vero Beach. Go live to YouTube and Facebook with up to 4 people and your very own producer. Be heard on more than 15 podcast platforms and local radio. All you have to do is show up and talk. Your guests can join from anywhere in the world. It's easy to get started with the largest podcast studio on the Treasure Coast. Contact Evergreen Media to tour the studio.
Sturgis Lumber is the county's most trusted hardware store. Sturgis stocks stainless steel products, power tools, construction and painting supplies, propane, plumbing, and electrical parts. 4645 US 1 Vero Beach, Sturgis Lumber and Hardware. It's hurricane season. Prune your trees now with Scott Tree Services. Strengthen your trees against high winds and remove broken limbs that could cause damage. Don't get nervous. Call Scott Tree Services.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Now during our summer sale, you can save 10 to 50% store-wide on furniture in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, Capri, and more. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, bedroom groups, all in stock for immediate delivery. We're also the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Garden, Hollywood, and Kingsley Bait. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Come in now for our store-wide summer sale, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture. Cindy Goetz, she totally gets it. Oh my gosh, did you see my prom makeup? She so gets it.
Dude, did you see her before and after makeup on Instagram? That makeup girl gets it.
My wedding makeup was so amazing, and my makeup artist, she totally gets it.
My senior photo makeup rocked. She gets it.
You should see her new Facebook profile. Her makeup artist really gets her.
My eye makeup is so on fleek. Thanks, Cindy Goetz.
Cindy Goetz makeup artist, 772-633-4030.
She gets it!
Hey guys, this is Cindy Goetz. Welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. You guys, we want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for making sure that we are on air and able to share with you who is beautifying this area. So whether you're buying or selling, reach out to them. They can help you, 772-231-4712. You can also find them at SorensenRealEstate.com. We also want to thank Varietals and More. They always make sure we have lovely beverages. So thank you, Rob and Michelle over there at Royal Palm Point. They have a lovely, lovely shop. So make sure you go see them. And by the way, if you do mention Beauty and the Beach Radio, you do get 10% discount. So there you go. Thank you, Rob and Michelle. You guys, we're wrapping it up. We are talking about Paris. We're talking about the Summer Olympics. It's happening right now, July 26th through August 11. I believe Cindy NBC is hosting most of the
I want to say
programming.
that Peacock was doing it too, and there might be a couple other ones. Yeah. But that's what I read. Yeah.
Now, the only thing, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm supposed to be telling you this fabulous information, but I'm not. The opening ceremony, I guess, would be on, which is happening like right now on the 26th, on Friday the 26th.
Right, I want to say that. So this show airs August 3rd, so we've seen the opening ceremony.
We've already seen it, yay! No.
We've seen it. But right, I want to say you're right about that.
So listen, before we go, this will be a fun fact for Floridians. There will be no air conditioning in the athletes' rooms in Paris. Listen, so the French have pledged to host the greenest ever
There you go.
games.
That's what I was thinking when you said that.
The greenest ever games. Buildings in the athletes' village have been designed with a cooling system drawing water from the underground.
There you go.
And facades adjusted so they get little direct sun.
There you
Way
go.
to go, Frenchies!
I am saying.
All right. Listen, we got to go. Cindy and I are heading to Paris. We'll see you later. Have a great day.